Journey to the West. Chapter 5. After chaos among the peaches, the great sage steals the pills. In the revolt against heaven, the gods capture the demons. Chapter 5 tells the story of the great sage, Sun Wukong, who, after being appointed as the keeper of the heavenly peach orchard, is not invited to the Queen Mother of the West's peach banquet. Out of anger, he steals and eats the celestial peaches, drinks the divine wine, and consumes the alchemical pills of Laozi, causing chaos throughout heaven. Though Sun Wukong is granted the title, Great Sage equal to heaven, it is an honorary title without real duties or salary. He spends his days idly in the Great Sage Palace, attended by celestial servants, who serve him 3 meals a day and provide him a bed to sleep in, allowing him to live without worry. Sun Wukong frequently roams the heavenly court, forming friendships with various deities. He addresses the 3 pure ones as bold, and the 4 emperors as Your Majesty, treating the 9 luminaries, the 5 directional generals, the 28 constellations, the 4 heavenly kings, and other divine beings as his peers. Each day, he wanders freely, enjoying an unrestrained lifestyle, flitting from one place to another like a passing cloud. One day, the Jade Emperor receives advice from the immortal Su Jingyang during morning court, suggesting that Sun Wukong, with too much idle time, might one day cause trouble. Agreeing, the Jade Emperor decides to assign him a task and appoints him as the keeper of the heavenly peach orchard. Wukong is delighted with his new role and immediately sets off to inspect the orchard. He arrives and finds the garden flourishing with peach trees bearing abundant fruit. The orchard's earth deity explains that there are 3,600 trees in the orchard. The first 1,200 trees ripen once every 3,000 years, and their peaches confer immortality. The middle 1,200 trees ripen every 6,000 years, and their peaches grant eternal youth. The final 1,200 trees ripen every 9,000 years, and their peaches bestow longevity equal to heaven and earth. Sun Wukong, thrilled with this news, begins to inspect the orchard every few days, especially as the peaches ripen, often visiting the trees to admire them. One day, he notices that many of the peaches are fully ripe, and he feels a great temptation to taste them. However, with his attendants nearby, it would be unseemly to openly pick the fruit. So, he devises a plan to send his attendants away, allowing him to climb up a tree, select the ripest peaches, and eat his fill. From that day on, he frequently finds ways to dismiss the attendants so he can indulge in the celestial fruit. Soon, the Queen Mother of the West decides to hold the annual peach banquet in her jade pool, inviting the various deities from heaven. She sends 7 celestial maidens to the orchard to pick peaches for the event. Upon reaching the gate, they inform the orchard's earth deity and the celestial servants of their purpose. However, they learn that the orchard is under the personal supervision of the great sage equal to heaven, and they must report to him before picking any fruit. The maidens enter the orchard to find Wukong, but they only see his robe and crown on a pavilion bench, with no sign of him. Unknown to them, Sun Wukong has used his magic to shrink to the size of a 2-inch figure and is napping among the leaves atop a peach tree. After searching fruitlessly, the maidens continue picking peaches, but discover that the best ones have already been eaten, leaving only a few green, unripe fruits. As they prepare to leave, Wukong suddenly appears, startling the 7 maidens, who fall to their knees and plead for forgiveness, explaining that they were sent to pick peaches for the banquet. Enraged to learn that he was not invited to the peach banquet, Sun Wukong feels slighted and uses his magic to immobilize the 7 maidens. He then rides a cloud to the jade pool to investigate. On the way, he encounters the barefoot immortal and deceitfully claims he has been ordered by the Jade Emperor to lead the immortals to the Hall of Universal Brightness for a ceremony. Trusting his words, the barefoot immortal turns back, and Wukong, now disguised as the barefoot immortal, continues to the jade pool. Upon arrival, Wukong sees the banquet area lavishly adorned with delicacies, but no guests have yet arrived. In a nearby pavilion, he notices celestial officials preparing wine and delicacies. He casts a spell to make them fall asleep, then devours the divine wine and delicacies with great relish. After getting drunk, Wukong wanders into the Tusita Palace, the residence of Laozi, where he finds 5 gourds filled with alchemical pills, known as the 9-turn elixir, used for achieving immortality. Without hesitation, he swallows them as if they were roasted beans. Realizing he has caused a huge commotion, he quickly leaves heaven and returns to the Flowers Fruit Mountain. Back at the mountain, Wukong proudly recounts his exploits to the assembled demons. Overjoyed, they prepare a feast to welcome him, and Wukong, eager to share more of his spoils, returns to heaven, steals several more bottles of celestial wine, and drinks merrily with the demons. Meanwhile, the 7 celestial maidens, freed from Wukong's spell, report the theft of the peaches to the Queen Mother, who then learns that the divine wine and Laozi's alchemical pills have also been stolen. Furious, she reports the matter to the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor dispatches the 4 heavenly kings, along with Li Jing and Neza, to lead 100,000 celestial soldiers to capture Sun Wukong. The celestial army surrounds the Flowers Fruit Mountain. The 9 luminaries go into battle first, but Wukong easily repels them. Li Jing then mobilizes the 4 heavenly kings and the 28 constellations, but Wukong, along with the 72 demon kings and his followers, fights them fiercely until sunset. Seeing the late hour, Wukong uses his hair to create thousands of clones of himself, overwhelming the celestial soldiers and forcing them to retreat. When Wukong returns to his cave, the 4 commanders greet him with joy, but their relief is mixed with sorrow over the many captured demon kings. Wukong reassures them, saying, "Victory and defeat are common in battle. Tomorrow, I will use my magic to take revenge." The commanders and the other monkeys drink coconut wine and sleep soundly, preparing for the next day's battle. Though temporarily repelled, the celestial army remains encamped around the mountain, maintaining a tight siege. The stage is set for a new confrontation between heaven and the rebellious Monkey King. What will happen next? Stay tuned for the next chapter.